So an ego state identifies as part of the whole person. That's really important to remember. Even though it is a subpersonality, it is an identity in its own right. It knows it is part of the whole. And it will speak in the first person. When you talk to ego states, they identify as I. When they refer to other ego states, and with an ego state therapy, you name, or you don't, the ego state names itself. So I might have an ego state who identifies as happy, talking about an ego state that is identified as Jack, and the happy ego state will say, and Jack says that, or I feel Jack doesn't like what I do. So you've got that concept, but again, I really do layer in the fact that it identifies as part of the whole person. The other element that we need to be very aware with regards to ego states is that they cannot be eliminated. And what that means is you can't just eradicate them. The Watkins, in their early work, it's quite interesting. They used to tell ego states to go away. In the 1970s, when they were building this up, and they give examples of what happened. The early days, you'd have a dysfunctional state, an angry state, and they, it seems ridiculous now with current knowledge, but remember, this was early days with regards to psychotherapy. But in those days, they used to tell an ego state is no longer wanted and it needs to go away now. And dutifully, the ego state would disappear and they think, hurrah, everything's okay. And they had a case where they worked with somebody, told an ego state to go away, and then I think it was 5 to 10 years later, the same client came back with a different problem. And when they were working with that problem, they then discovered the ego state that they told to go away had been hidden somewhere within the client's psyche and was festering away, angry, feeling rejected, hurt, etc., which was then manifesting in the client's current issue. So you can't get rid of them. You need to negotiate change. You need to negotiate evolution and unity with the whole. And that's the thing we need to remember. The ego state's roles are not defined in tablets of stone. They can change.